Imagine this: you leave a room, maybe for good. The door clicks shut behind you. Silence follows. But what echoes in that silence? Relief? Pain? A lesson? What if your absence says more than your presence ever could? In this video, we dive into what ancient Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus can teach us about the emotional weight we carry when we leave, or when someone leaves us. You'll never look at distance, loss, or silence the same way again. Stick around, because what you don't say, and where you don't go, might matter more than you think. Absence is an inevitable part of life. People leave, relationships end, loved ones pass away, and we often find ourselves grappling with the silence left behind. While modern psychology offers methods to cope, ancient Stoicism presents a philosophy that helps individuals reframe the experience of absence, not to erase its impact, but to understand and integrate it into a life of reason and virtue. In examining what your absence means to others and to yourself, Stoicism offers a lens to interpret loss not as a crippling void, but as a moment of profound insight. At the heart of Stoicism lies a fundamental principle: we do not control external events, only our perceptions and reactions to them. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Absence, whether emotional or physical, is an outside event. It might be your decision to leave or someone else's departure from your life. Either way, its immediate effect is felt in the emotions it stirs: loneliness, confusion, abandonment, or even relief. Stoicism does not deny these emotions but teaches that they should not dominate reason or undermine virtue. A Stoic recognizes that the pain of absence stems not from the event itself but from the value we assign to it. Epictetus taught that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. In this sense, absence becomes a test of one's Stoic resolve, a challenge to detach from unhealthy attachments while still honoring the genuine human experience of love and connection. A common misconception about Stoicism is that it advocates emotional suppression. On the contrary, Stoicism is not about being cold but about being in control. The Stoics classified external things, wealth, fame, health, and even relationships as indifference. This does not mean they are irrelevant, but that they are not essential for a flourishing life. Your absence, therefore, should be viewed through this prism. To the Stoic, another's absence, however painful, cannot shake the foundation of a virtuous life unless one permits it. Seneca, in his letters, reminds us, "A wise man is content with himself." If someone's departure leaves us shattered, it is an opportunity to examine the degree to which we depended on them for our own sense of self. But this detachment is not cruelty. The Stoic ideal is not to love less, but to love wisely. To cherish someone without clinging. To accept their coming and going as part of the natural order, logos, which governs the cosmos. To love while knowing that loss is always a possibility is to love bravely and wisely. The impact of your absence on others is often hidden behind silence. Stoic practice involves frequent reflection on one's role in the lives of others. Aurelius advised, "What is your art? To be good." In that context, your absence is not neutral. It can teach, challenge, or heal, depending on the nature of your presence when you were there. Consider the legacy of your presence. Did it bring order or chaos? Did it nurture or consume? When you leave a situation, a job, a friendship, or a family, what remains behind? A Stoic does not aim to be indispensable but to be virtuous. If your absence is felt as a loss, let it be because your presence was marked by integrity, justice, courage, and wisdom, the four cardinal virtues of Stoicism. But Stoicism also cautions against pride. If your absence causes another person distress, the Stoic asks, is this because you offered real value, or because you encouraged dependence? A virtuous person empowers others, even in their absence. True goodness leaves others stronger, not weaker. Just as others may feel the weight of your absence, so too you must grapple with theirs. Stoicism does not shun grief, but channels it through understanding. When a loved one dies, the Stoic grieves but briefly, and with awareness. As Epictetus advised, never say of anything, "I have lost it," but, "I have returned it." This is especially true of people. A Stoic sees relationships as temporary gifts from nature. To mourn their loss is natural, to be destroyed by it is a sign of unchecked desire. Seneca, in Ad Marciam, writes a consolatory letter to a grieving woman, not urging her to forget her son, but to see the bigger picture, that life's transience gives it meaning. In this way, Stoicism acknowledges the impact of another's absence while orienting us toward rational acceptance. The grief of absence, in this framework, becomes not a wound but a moment of personal transformation. It compels us to face impermanence and, paradoxically, to love more fiercely in the present. In our digitally connected yet emotionally disconnected age, absence takes new forms. Ghosting, digital silence, the loss of attention or validation, all can feel like abandonment. Stoicism is perhaps more relevant now than ever. Our addiction to constant connection is driven by an unconscious fear of the absence of being forgotten, ignored, or left behind. The Stoic remedy is self-sufficiency. Not isolation, but the cultivated ability to stand firm within oneself. In a world where likes and replies measure worth, the Stoic stands unmoved, grounded in virtue rather than validation. Modern Stoics ask, if someone vanishes from your life, what have you truly lost? If your self-worth diminishes, was it truly your own to begin with? In such questions lies the power of philosophy, not to make you aloof, but to make you whole. While Stoicism emphasizes detachment, it equally stresses moral responsibility. If you choose to be present in someone's life, that presence must reflect virtue. Aurelius writes, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This means your presence should be uplifting, your absence dignified. The way you exit situations reflects your character. Are you the kind of person who leaves others better or bitter? Who departs with clarity or confusion? Who honors commitments or flees discomfort? The Stoic is not afraid of difficult conversations, nor of leaving when the time is right. But when they go, they do so with transparency and grace, owning the impact of their actions without being enslaved by guilt or the need for approval. Central to Stoicism is the idea of living according to nature. This includes accepting the natural rhythm of change, birth, death, union, and separation. Absence, then, is not an anomaly, but a feature of life. Every encounter contains within it the seed of its own ending. When someone disappears from your life or when you yourself step away, Stoicism invites you to reflect, what part of nature's design does this serve? This does not mean passively surrendering to pain, but recognizing its place in the greater whole. Aurelius, contemplating mortality and loss, often reminded himself that all is ephemeral. And this impermanence, far from rendering life meaningless, makes each moment sacred. To be present, knowing one day you will be absent, is the truest expression of Stoic gratitude. Absence, especially prolonged or involuntary, can feel like exile. But Stoicism teaches that no one can exile you from your own soul. Epictetus described the soul as a citadel, fortified, calm, and invulnerable. In the face of absence, whether you are the one left behind or the one who has left, this inner citadel becomes your refuge. It is built not on numbness, but on the strength of character. Inside it, you converse with reason, commune with virtue, and find peace. This solitude is not loneliness. It is the cultivated capacity to be at home within yourself. It allows you to remember others with love but not with longing, to grieve without despair, and to anticipate separation without fear. Absence is not always final. People return. Life offers second chances. The Stoic response to reunion is the same as departing, measured, humble, and rooted in virtue. There is no clinging to the past, no desperation for continuity, only presence in the moment. If you are the one returning, the Stoic asks you to consider the terms of your return. Are you coming back out of guilt or love? Need or virtue? If someone returns to your life, do you welcome them with discernment or with blind yearning? Stoicism teaches discernment and attachment. Reconciliation must be based not on emotion alone, but on shared commitment to growth and goodness. In the end, the impact of your absence is shaped by the life you live while present. To live stoically is to ensure that your presence nurtures virtue and your absence inspires reflection, not regret. Your departure may wound, but it should never betray. Your silence may speak, but it should not deceive. In all things, the Stoic strives to leave behind not merely an impression, but an example. In a world constantly shaped by who is present and who is missing, Stoicism offers a compass. It teaches that absence, while painful, is never pointless. It can awaken wisdom, fortify the soul, and deepen our understanding of what it means to live and to leave well. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.